Well, my name is Jackson Dellis. This is my 8th year coming to Roundup River Ranch. It's been since I can remember that I've been here every summer. So I was born with spina bifida. It's a congenital birth defect. A piece of my spinal cord was not fully developed yet, which caused paralysis from my ankles down.
You know, it was a normal pregnancy. He was born in Vail. The doctor came out and said that, there's something wrong. And they were talking airlift, flight for life down to Denver, but the weather was bad, so they took him via ambulance straight to Children's Hospital.
Spina bifida, I didn't know a lot about it, so those first few months were just sort of a scramble for, what do we do? What do we do now? Not knowing what was going to happen, not knowing how this would impact Jackson ultimately, while at the same time just trying to enjoy our new baby. Yeah, it was hard. And then Jackson started to speak at 10 months old and never stopped.
Jackson's spirit is very friendly and people just take to him. We live in Gypsum, Colorado. There's no kids for sure in wheelchairs. I was always worried about him being seen differently, but he does not see that.
What I wish people knew or could understand better about my disability, I see myself as a normal kid who happens to use a wheelchair.
I was emotional dropping Jackson off at Roundup for the first time. It was like jumping into the deep end. We had never been away from him for overnight.
His disability definitely took a financial toll. And the fact that we were able to send him to a camp, the medical staff there to help him do the routines that he needs to do daily, it was great. I think that was probably one of the first times my wife and I as a couple, we just went and had dinner. It was like, we can because Jackson's taken care of.
This camp changed my life. Roundup River Ranch changed everything for me. It was really cool to see that other kids were going through the same stuff that I was going through, or they live the same way that I live.
He comes back and he's like a whole different kid. As parents of a child with a disability, you try to treat them just like a typical child, but sometimes we'll just jump in and say, oh, I'll just do this for you, or can I help you with this? Whereas at Roundup, they have to help clean the cabin, so he learned to clean toilets. Like, we didn't teach him to clean toilets, Roundup River Ranch did.
The most prominent thing that I can see is that I've become way more independent here. Showing up to the camp for the first time, I had basically everybody was doing the stuff that I needed to do for myself, and each year I've kind of learned how to start doing that stuff more and more, and here I am now, and I barely need any of the counselor's help. So, stage night is a night where any camper can sign up to do any type of act that they want to do. Anybody can go out on the stage and be themselves, and everybody will be supportive of it. No matter what you're doing, it's going to be fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together.
Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. This camp changed my life. Roundup River Ranch changed everything for me. I would see myself as a role model just because I've been here for so long and I can show the younger kids the way to do it. The way that camp is the most fun. Like, don't worry what people think about you. Live your life. and I know that if you want to do something, you can do whatever you want.
We all look back on certain childhood memories and they stay in our hearts forever. And knowing that this camp exists and is there for kids like Jackson and is at no charge has been so impactful for him and us. It never would have been part of my life if not for him, but I wouldn't have known what I was missing. And I'm so glad that we had him and that he is who he is.
From what I saw when he was an infant and thinking, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? And now to see him, and I'm sorry, it's incredible. He doesn't let anything get to him. He's perfect.